Lately, I've been hearing a lot of backlash against homeownership. People are saying that owning your own house, your own real estate is overrated. There's so many extra costs of homeownership that renters don't have to deal with, like homeowners insurance, property taxes, plus there's endless repairs. And maybe that's all true. I've certainly been dealing with a lot of my own headaches as a homeowner. But the fact is that even with all these taxes and regulations, real estate is still the most consistent wealth building asset class in the world. And if anybody asked me that after seeing everything I'd have to deal with as a homeowner in my 20s, would I still do it again? I'd say absolutely. I would do it again and again. The only regret I have is not starting sooner. And here are 5 reasons why. 1, you get to be in charge. As a renter, even if you're renting your own space, you're limited in what you can do with that space. Are you allowed to hang things up on the wall? Are you allowed to rent your room on Airbnb? Are you allowed to bring guests without making them sign a visitor's note every time? When you own your own place, you can knock the walls down, fix it up the way you like it, rent it out or don't, it's your call. And nobody can kick you out of your house for making too much garbage because you're the boss. 2, you're building for the future. When you pay down your mortgage, the principal money is going into the equity of your house. When you pay rent, that money is fully going into somebody else's pockets. When the house belongs to you and not someone else, you become emotionally invested in taking care of it. You become more fiscally responsible, more thinking about the future. Land appreciates even more so when you fix up the house to hold more value than it had before. It's called forced equity. And then you can sell the house for profit and have a higher net worth than when you first bought the house, as opposed to renting, which adds 0 value to your net worth when you leave it. Paying off a mortgage also does wonders for your credit score, by the way. The fact is that while homeownership is often treated as simply having a place to live, everybody that owns real estate is an investor, whether or not they intended it for investing purposes. 3, rent increases every year, your mortgage doesn't. That's unless you got an adjustable rate mortgage, which tends to fluctuate. But even with an adjustable rate mortgage, which follows your credit score, your monthly payment could go up and down, as opposed to your monthly rent payment, which is pretty much guaranteed to go up every year. We'll talk about adjustable rate mortgages and other variable mortgages in a different video, but the point of this is that most mortgages are fixed, which means that you've got a more stable idea of what your payments for the next 15 to 30 years will look like. And that carries us to our next focus, stability. As a homeowner, your house is pretty much your permanent address until you sell it. You have no idea what something like that does to your sense of stability in life. For me, it eradicated a lot of my imposter syndrome because finally in Texas, of all places, I feel a sense of belonging. This is my house, I belong here, and I'll be here for a long time. And finally, the tax benefits. So everybody knows the tax benefits of owning a house. You can write your mortgage off on your taxes every year. There's no cap gains tax on a profit margin of $250,000 or less, $500,000 if you're married and own the house together. But did you know that you can also write off the improvements and repairs that you make to your home on your taxes as depreciation, even though it's pretty much increasing the value of your house and putting money back in your pocket? That seems like a pretty sweet deal to me. So to my dear friends who insist on renting forever and never buying, I respect your decision, and if you feel this strongly about it, it's likely that you've thought a lot into it, enough to make it a calculated decision. But benefits of homeownership are still there and will still be around for a while. In the meantime, if you're looking to buy or sell a house, or even to rent or find tenants, I'm a realtor in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, plus I can refer you to a realtor anywhere else in the country as part of my broker's trusted realtor referral network. My contact information is below. Hope to hear from you, and I'll see you guys next week.